Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. I thought I would do a favorites video because I have so many favorite things right now and I wanted to share them with you guys. So to start, I have been so obsessed with the roses in my garden and I've really been seeing the benefits of having them around me all the time. And if you watched my how to create your own therapy video, you'll know that I love doing this thing where I take the flower and I just like gently touch it to my third eye, and it literally instantly clears my mind in like a magical way. And so I think flowers in general are just such high vibrational beings, things, plants, and having them near you on your desk or even just your screensaver, smelling them just puts you in a really good place. Almost like having a pet around, you know, like when I see my dogs, my heart just instantly softens and melts, and I think that's just like the healthiest thing for us throughout the day, to have those little reminders and beautiful things that kind of soften us and bring us back to kind of a more clear-minded, happy, focused state. And for me, that's the flowers and the roses especially, and just like, I don't know what it is. It just feels so nice. So try it. Don't knock it till you try it. The second thing I'm loving, I've been using for a few months now, and that is the Chrome browser plugin called Momentum. And it is so good. It's just this, every day you get a new beautiful photo. It says, "Good morning, Lucy." And you get to write your main focus for the day. There's always a beautiful quote at the bottom. I recently upgraded to the Pro version because it wasn't that expensive, and it lets me customize the colors and fonts, and I can keep my notes on there too. And yeah, I just can't speak highly enough of it. I always look forward to like, what photo is that going to be there today? And it just, yeah, I think it's a great thing to have as your webpage. We're always on our computers. Might as well be welcomed by something really positive and uplifting. That feels good. So yes, can't recommend that enough. The third thing would be books. I just finished my 72nd book of the year last night. So I'll do my favorites in fiction and nonfiction. So just in the recent, past couple weeks, I would say my favorite fiction book, obviously a fantasy book, it would be a tie between A Time of Dread by John Gwynne, which is just like a really classical fantasy book. Angels and demons, all the characters are so lovable, total adventure, a few little plot twists, and I burned through it. And then last night I finished Furies of the Calderon by Jim Butcher, and that was also really good. This past week I've just been wanting to escape into something. I just have this desire to, go on an adventure, and for me books are like my solace, and I just love spending the afternoon in another world. And so those two books, definitely recommend if you like the adventure style series books. And then for nonfiction, I just finished a book called Being Peace by Thich Nhat Hanh. He is a Buddhist monk, runs a village in France called Plum Village Monastery, I believe. And I read a few of his books, but this one is it's one of his originals, and it's just so beautiful and pure. And just when you're reading it, you feel so connected, and it really simplifies and beautifies life and reminds you to be present, and that peace, transformation, all good things begin with a smile and a light heart, and that we have the opportunity to bring the energy we want to see in the world everywhere we go. So that is another great book. The fourth thing I'm loving this month is painting, and just painting for the joy of painting. I think my artistic creativity may have peaked at age 5. Not sure. I think that's when I began to plateau. I don't know if you can tell, but I painted my overalls, and it's just so fun for me. It's like just the act of creating, and I find like painting really mirrors my creative process in other things, like getting that first drop or stroke of paint onto the page is kind of like, you're anxious, you don't know how it's going to turn out, and you want to start it out right, and then eventually you do that and you get going and you're having fun, and then I always have a moment of like, I've ruined it, like this is the end, might as well stop now, throw this one in the garbage. But then I just hang on a little bit, add a few more little things, and all of a sudden it all comes together. And so yeah, I think it's a really beautiful metaphor, and it's really powerful to create for the actual pleasure of creating and making something. So I've just been painting a little, making these overalls. I'm still not done. I have a few little things to fix, the type, like the words that I wrote. I want to just make them nicer. But yeah, so I recommend just getting some dollar store paints and paper or a canvas, and maybe getting some friends together and doing it outside, just having fun. I think it's just such a lovely thing to do that doesn't need to end when we're 5, even if our artistic ability does. So yeah. And then the final thing I want to share are just products that I've been loving, and none of these are sponsored at all. These are just things that I think are just so great that I wanted to share. The first one is really silly. It's hand soap, but this brand specifically, the Myers lavender scent hand soap, I think is the best smelling thing I've ever encountered, and I want it as a perfume. And I can't even get this where I live. I ordered it on Amazon. But yeah, I just think this is just so amazing. If you like lavender, I just think, I don't know, it's so unique and beautiful, and I didn't know I could be this obsessed with a hand soap. And then the second one I just bought, and it's this little Benefit brow gel pencil for the ladies or guys, whoever. And it was a little bit more of an investment than the drugstore ones I've been buying, but like so worth it. Like, oh, it just simplified my whole routine, and I feel like I will not be using anything but this in the future. Yeah, so girls, use it. And then the third one I haven't even used, but I just know I'm gonna love it. And that is my life straw. And so now I can drink out of puddles and streams and waterfalls, and I just think that's so cool. It's basically just like a water filter straw. And anyone who knows me knows I drink so much water. I have this huge Hydro Flask water bottle, and like I finish it off in like an hour into the hike, and then I'm so thirsty. And so I feel like I've found the answer to that problem. So for hiking and camping, I have my new life straw that I just got from Mac. So yeah, I mean, I'll let you know how it goes, but I just know I'm gonna like it. Alright, and so those are my favorites for this month. There's probably more, but those are the main ones, or this month, just like this week really. So yeah, you can share any of your favorite products, books, movies, foods in the comments down below if you'd like. I hope this video finds you well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Our Soundwave healing, wisdom dealing, ethereal feeling. We flying high and vibrating high.